Previously, activate Warrior Elimination.
What
on Progression Series Season 2. I 100% cited this.
What is actually wrong with you? This metagame is unbelievable. You willingly put Warrior Elimination in your side deck, bro, and it won you the game!
Response?
Do you know how do you know how stupid that sounds?
In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. My name is Alex Simo, and I have ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis is a chronic inflammatory disease that affects the lining of the colon, causing the formation of small sores and ulcers, as well as a plethora of debilitating symptoms. I've lived with this miserable disease for 15 years, and there does not yet exist a cure. That's why for the month of December, I'm helping raise both money and awareness for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation so that no one has to suffer like I have. For every milestone achieved through your donations, I'll be making dedicated videos for your enjoyment. All proceeds will go directly to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. Click the links down below to donate now and to learn more about my story with ulcerative colitis. Together, we will find a cure. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the episode you have all been waiting for. You remember from Season 1 the terror that Black Wings brought to the Progression series? Well, here we are once again, raging battle. It's going to be an electrifying episode. And before we even get to the opening, we still have to spin our wheel for the last episode, which was Gold Series 4. And that means we still could get even more powerful cards to upgrade our deck with before we go into raging battle. Let's see what we get from the wheel to kick off this amazing episode. I am so hyped. Let's see what we're going to get. We're slowing down here. Okay, so you may be wondering, we have a wild card super in a set that has gold rares, but Gage and I decided before we went into this, because this exact scenario could come up, that the rare and super rare slots would be anything that isn't a gold rare, and the ultra and secret rare slots would be anything that is a gold rare potentially. So we're going to take a look. We probably already have everything from Gold Series 4, so I think Gage dodged a bullet with this one. Let's see what we can get. Okay, so if what I just said didn't make much sense, basically, if I spun an ultra or a secret or a wild card, I could have taken any of the gold rares or any of the commons. But since I spun a super, or if it came up as a rare, I have to pick from the commons. And unfortunately, we have most of the commons already. I'm pretty sure we have playsets of all the monarchs by this point. Honestly, I think we have playsets of almost all of these cards here. The 6 Sams, I mean, I'm pretty sure I have playsets of all of these now. You know what, actually? I'll take a third copy of Warrior Elimination because I only pulled 2 from the opening. So just because it's hilarious, because this is what won last episode, let's just make it 3 just so we have it just in case. But that's not what you're here for. You guys are here for raging battle. So let's go ahead and throw it over to Gage so he can tell you all about it.
Warrior Elimination. Are you kidding me? I really got eliminated last episode. That's insane. Although Warrior Elimination eradicated our board last episode, our spirits are still fully intact. I'm looking to grab a win today in the very exciting release of Raging Battle. Raging Battle was released May 12th, 2009, and this is one of the biggest sets in Progression series so far because we get released to one of the most powerful archetypes from Season 1, and that is Black Wings.
And damage set for game!
No! Oh, bro! It didn't even matter!
I got so punished for that, but you get punished by Cologne, bitch!
I'll lose them.
That is terrible. Battle phase.
Yep.
Hit in.
Yep.
Damage set for game! Double Cologne!
You asshole! You are so crazy, bro! The secret rares are nothing to look at. I think the most relevant one we had was Sphere of Chaos back in like Monarch format. You might be able to search like a hand trap with this, which was kind of cute, but none of these secret rares are anything we want to look for. All the other cards, on the other hand, there's some bangers for sure. Cluster Amaryllis is meant for some FTKs with plants later on down the line. Being kind of nice to have a copy now to maybe experiment with that later if there's anything possible there. There might be when we get to Link Era. Of course, you have Blackwing Armed Wing, which is a very solid level 6 synchro. It's on the lower end, I think, of some of the Blackwing cards, but good nonetheless. I still have hope that Magic Planter will be a playable super rare someday soon. The ultra rares are pretty solid. Quackimero Draco is really strong, just being a 1900 dragon that also stuns the opponent from playing lights and darks. Power Tool Dragon, of course, has been a combo playmaker back in the day and also in today's game. I think last time we actually saw this card get competitive play was with Infernoble Knight. Maybe someday that deck will be good again. You ready for this? One of the sickest artworks of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Trident Dragon. Not at all a good card. This card's badass, though. Look at that artwork. And of course, you cannot forget Forbidden Chalice being one of the best battle tricks of all time, even recently seeing some play, actually, but back in the day, Absolute House being not only effect negation, but also just giving into a monster 600 attack can matter. And then Grave of the Super Ancient Organism is a very fringe tech card that has seen play, like, here and there. Some of the rares, again, they don't slack, dude. These are some of the best rares in the game at the moment. Snow Man-Eater is really, really solid, 1900 defense kind of Man-Eater bug. 1-for-1. Obviously one of the best spell cards in the game here, only gets better due to time, just releasing more level 1s into the game that progressively get better and better. Definitely going to want to be looking to pick up a couple of copies of this. This card's crazy. Blizzard the Far North is a insane Blackwing monster, not only the one that you're able to cap out your Black Whirlwinds with being the last one you search, but also you summon it, get back to 4, and then you can make like Armed Wing, right? It's kind of crazy. And then you can't forget Deep Sea Diva, of course, just one of the best level 2s of all time, being able to bring out another copy of herself, but there was also some fringe level 3s you would play to make some synchros. Today's game, it was just mandatory if you wanted to play Sprite before, like, the initial bans. Overall, just insanely good card, man. This set has a lot to offer. And in the comment slot, 2 of the best Blackwings, Shure and Caloot. I definitely want to get playsets of both of these, for sure. Quackimero Guardian, I think, did this come up last season? I have a feeling it was this, or I think it was Shure actually came up with this. Alien Dog is pretty good alien support, but we didn't get the whole package for aliens to really throw anything together like that. Obviously, Black Whirlwind is going to be a card that we're going to be shooting for 3 of it. We definitely want it. And then Trap Stun, it's also just a really good card, man. I think this could come up a lot later on if we want to play some more combo strategies. Just all around, one of the best generic trap, not removals, but negations for the game. This is a very exciting set today. I think this is one that I'm definitely going to be spending a redoer ticket if I don't get exactly what I want. Yo, Voltar, that's a Junior Journey reference right there. This guy's crazy in JJ. All right, I'm itching to open this, bro. Let's open 24 packs of Raging Battle. But first I got the pity packs, bro. We're still on Champion Pack, funny enough. Champion Pack 8, I'm just going to get these over real quick. I don't think there's anything I really want from these. These last few times we've opened Champion Pack 8 have not been kind to us either. Sure, yeah, Alien Mother and the 18th Royal Oppression, that's dope. Another Vanity's Ruler. And Beckoning Light, yeah, outstanding, great, thanks. Now for the real meat and potatoes, bro. Raging Battle, let's hopefully I don't get raging with these pulls, man. They gotta be good, right? All
right, ladies and gentlemen, 24 packs of Raging Battle. This is it. I have plenty of redoer tickets if I need to use them, so let's flip up pack number 1, see what we get. There is Trap Stun. Mirror of Oaths is also not terrible as well, and that is our first Black Whirlwind. The cards we were looking for, to no one's surprise, are Black Whirlwind, Shure, Blizzard. Blizzard's a rare, so I mean, that might be a little bit difficult to pull, and also, of course, Blackwing Armed Wing as well. That's a super. As long as we get one of those, I'll be happy. And of course, Caloot. How can I forget that we need copies of Caloot as well? So there's our first one. That's down. Also, we got an ultra rare, an Earthbound Immortal that is never going to see the light of day. First copy of Shure. So at this point, we have first copies of everything except for Blizzard. But again, that's a rare, so I'm not expecting that immediately right off the bat. But things are looking good. 1-for-1's a pretty sick rare as well. There's other cards in the set like Deep Sea Diva, Snowman Eater that I would also like to pick up. So there's a lot of strong rares in here. Second Caloot. So I mean, we're basically like halfway there. There's a secret rare, Sphere of Chaos. There was a time that this card was really hyped up, like for a very small stint in time for Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though this card is awful. It's really bad when you're more excited about the one Caloot than the secret rare. Also another 1-for-1. This gets limited at one point, but this is just nice that we have this for the time being.
First one. Big. Oh! go! Huge! The Power Tool Dragon! Let's go, baby! Right off the bat, the Ghost Rare. I don't know if we'll find a time to play Power Tool Dragon with Premature Barrel and some other ones like Snatch Steal in the mix. There might be a chance that Power Tool Dragon just generically is good, right? Like, I have Snatch Steal, Pre-Mat. I play one more Equip Spell. That's 3 that I search, and I don't think Alex wants to give me any of those. Pretty cool. Oh, my God. The back-to-back Chalice in the second pack, too. That is so strong. I don't think I can re-roll this. This is already one of the best openings I could possibly ask for. Chalice is a great quick play spell card again. It's something you saw recently as like Destroyer, Phoenix Enforcer, where you could do some pretty cool tricks if you were playing Sky Striker. I remember I was beating people in the face with Hayate and then damage stepping them with Chalice, so you wouldn't be able to use the DPE effect. Kind of crazy, man. This card, just timeless. Really great spell card. Oh, man, the holos keep coming, bro. The Level Warrior, he's not that good, but it's a holo, man. I really can't complain. We've been 3 for 3 so far. Quackimero Doom, paired with Gen X Ally Birdman, I think creates some FTK strategies. And then Kalut, I want to be looking for 3 of this bad boy here, as well as 3 Shura, maybe a Blizzard or 2. There's my first copy of Whirlwind. Again, I'm looking for playsets of all these Blackwing cards. We're only not even like a third of the way through, so there's still tons of time to be able to buff out these commons. But I really want to get playsets of these because they become really important. Hey, there it is. We've gotten 2 copies of Whirlwind, 2 copies of Kalut, and then 1 Blizzard. That is really good, really good. 0 Shura so far, by the way. That card's a common, and I'm really hoping to get 3 of it because it's like the best Blackwing monster. It'd be a shame if we got all these other ones and we weren't able to buff out those. Coming up on the halfway point here, though, so still tons of time to be able to pull it. I'm really not stressing over it. Especially when I get a second Forbidden Chalice and the 3rd Whirlwind. Oh my God, this is insane. 0% chance I reroll this. This is so good. Double Chalice plus Power Tool? Yikes. First copy of Shura coming in. Pack number 13. Still feeling really good about the opening so far. Lots more to open. Let's see if we get even better.
First copy of Blizzard, there we go. Honestly, like, we could probably do with 1 Blizzard. I would like to get 2 copies, but if we just pull 1, that's probably fine. We also need to get a Synchro for it to be worth it for us. So if we don't get Armed Wing, Blizzard's like not even that big of a deal. Another holo, Quackimero Valifar. Again, the wrong super rare because we need the Armed Wing more than anything else. We're basically set on Kaluts, I think Black Whirlwinds. I think we need 1 more Shura at this point. Again, I would like another Blizzard, but if we only have 1 Armed Wing, and I mean, if we even get the Armed Wing, then it doesn't even matter. Looking pretty good for our first 12 packs. Okay, man, this is looking really good. Second copy of Blizzard. If we can just pull the Armed Wing in these last 10, I think we're set. No, another holo, and it's not the Armed Wing. It's another Valifar. Could you imagine? This means we could have had 2 Armed Wings potentially. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Only about 5 packs left. We're coming up on the close. Honestly, this opening's been pretty good, and Armed Wing's kind of hard to pull, so it's you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Wonderful. That's our 3rd Kalut. We're at 3 Black Whirlwind, 1 Shura, and then 1 Blizzard. I gotta get 2 more Shura, and then otherwise, I got everything and more from today's opening. Oh my. As if it couldn't get better, bro. Cluster Amaryllis, too. Again, this is a super rare I talked about very briefly. There's been some FTKs with Cluster. Mostly come from the Link era with cards like Firewall Dragon and stuff like that. Might be something to, like, throw Alex, maybe cheese an episode off him later in the game, but at the moment, nothing too crazy. Where are my Shuras, bro? I got 4 packs left, and I have 1 Shura, I think, to my name? That can't be it. Quackimero Draco, dude! I like, can't reroll this, because these holo pulls are so unbelievable. But, like, imagine I don't get 3 Shura. Diva, very good rare, extremely good rare. I didn't even get a 1 for 1 either, now that I think about it. Oh my God, bro. I'm really going to only get 1 Shura from this opening. I really am. Last pack, a Raging Battle. Anything in the close? This has been so good. Is that no Shura in there, right? Oh my God, bro. Did I really only get 1 Shura in this opening today? I really think that's it. I think I did get 1 Shura. That's all I got. And you know what? I'm going to keep this. I didn't get a 1 for 1 either, but I'm pretty sure it gets a reprint a little bit down the line here. If anything, it's a 1 of. Something we can get later. This is too good to pass up, dude. Double Chalice, Power Tool Dragon. I gotta take it. I didn't even realize I got the secret rare, too. Look, I totally just passed this guy up. Battlestrom. Battle shit, but it's alright, bro. I got a secret rare, man. The pulls have been really good in Raging Battle here. Despite not buffing out the commons that I want, I've got to take this. This is way too good to pass up. Might have to execute the backup plan rather than the main one I had going for today, but nonetheless, let's see what we got.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, only a few packs left. Our opening has looked pretty solid. I will say, aside from not getting the Armed Wing, we haven't gotten some of the good rares like Diva or Snowman Eater in here as well, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, to be fair, we got all the good Blackwing stuff, and I think we've gotten duplicates of so many other rares that like could have been those other cards, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's just the way the cards go sometimes. So let's hope our third to last pack, see what we get here. A copy of Moja, very funny. It could be a card that potentially sees play at some point, depending. Wait, is King of the Beast in this? I guess we would have had to pull that as our secret rare, so maybe not. That would have been funny, though. Jank special there. Second to last pack. Let's see what we get. If we get an Armed Wing, I mean, we're set to go. Come on, come on, come on. That's our third 1-for-1. That's crazy. I wish there was something that we could do with this, but I don't really think there is. Okay. Can we channel our protagonist powers to pull an Armed Wing in the last pack? Let's see it. Oh, man, that would have been amazing. So we got everything we could have asked for except for the Armed Wing. Now, the question is, how desperately do we need Armed Wing to actually play Blackwings? The thing I'm nervous about is that if we re-roll this, I'm pretty confident we'll get the Whirlwind, the Kalut, the Shure, everything like that is common, so that's almost a given. What I'm nervous about is we don't necessarily get our copies of Blizzard again, but Blizzard is kind of worthless without Armed Wing. I guess we could use some of our other synchros, but I don't really know how good that card is. I'm actually going to think if I want to re-roll this. Okay, so after some deliberation, I am going to keep this. I think it's a bit of a gamble because without Armed Wing, definitely we have a much lower impact Blackwing set. But I mean, we don't need Armed Wing to play Blackwing. That's perfectly fine. What I want to do is, if we can win this episode, we could spin a wild card and get Armed Wing that way. So that's what I'm going to hope for, and that's what we're going to try our best to do. So let's get to building, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be a very fun episode.
The initial strategy I was going to take today was going to be a Blackwing deck. I was going to try to harness the power myself here in Season 2, but with one Shure in the pool, I'm just unsure if I can make that work. We did get really lucky on some of the alternative pulls, though. Power Tools is something that's going to come up later on down the line, but I think Chalice is a really outstanding card that we got now that hopefully we can make some cool battle tricks happen with it. Today's list we're looking at is a Macro Monarch list again. We're revisiting again with our buffed out Monarchs count here. 2 Mobius joins the fray, a Ryza. We didn't get any in the new gold series that we opened, but that's okay. We were able to get 2 Caiuses instead, which is some cases better. We have to try to metagame Alex, right? He metagamed us with the warrior elimination that somehow perfectly lined up against our hero strategy last time, but this time I gotta completely throw him off his game. I'm expecting him to play Blackwing. I really am. I thought there wouldn't be anything else, and although a mirror match would have been really, really fun to play, with Icarus attacks flying everywhere, I think this is one of the decks that's gonna give me the best shot against a card like Kalut. Best thing against, like, I think Shura has to send to graveyard, right? Maybe? Yeah, sends it to graveyard. So if Shura just beats over one of my guys, like a DD Survivor, and can't, like, actually trigger, then we're living large. I think this deck is like pretty well suited to beat Blackwing, but I also think it's just not bad in general, right? Kind of like a stun strat with the D5s and the macros. The side deck is able to buff out any of the imperfections, like if macro and D5 just ends up not being good against Alex, we can trade it for cards like Dust Tornadoes, Phoenix Wing Wind Blasts, or maybe just better substitutes like Sangins or like the Thestalos. I don't know why Substitute's in here, I'm gonna be honest. To get like Treeborn Frog, that's interesting. Sure. And I did not get 1-for-1. I really just did not get a 1-for-1, which is kind of crazy to me. I'm going to be honest. I totally expected to at least get one of those. Probably cut these for like 2 Pulling the Rugs, which have been actually pretty good now that we've opened Gold Series. We both have a whole bunch of Monarchs at our disposal. I fully expect Alex to maybe still be playing Monarchs in his strategy today, which this card will just decimate him if he summons anything like that. Overall, I think this list is actually pretty tight. I really am excited to see how Forbidden Chalice performs today. Hopefully in the future we can build some nasty stuff off of those things we gotten from Raging Battle. We really did pull really good. It was a really difficult decision because I walked in almost immediately assuming I was going to re-roll the pack if I didn't pull good in the Blackwing spot or if I didn't pull a 1-for-1. I really didn't do well in either, but I got a third leg of the triangle, which was just pull really fucking good with like Chalice and stuff. So hopefully that's enough to ride us to victory. Hopefully I don't regret that decision in the future. I'm feeling good with this list. Let's knock it up, set it as default. See what Alex bought today.
Oh, am I so excited for this episode. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Blackwings are here. I gotta say, it isn't unrealistic that Gage can also play this deck. I don't know what his pulls look like in the slightest, but I know he has a Dark Arm Dragon again, which he didn't play last episode. I know he has like a decent enough core for several things, so we may be in a Blackwing mirror match for all I know, but we'll have to see. Let's do the card by card. So if you've never seen this deck before, clearly you didn't watch Prog Season 1 because I went on a tear with this, but But looking between this version of the deck and from Prague Season 1, I think Prague Season 1's version of the deck was actually a little bit better, but that's just for like a few reasons. Like we had Heavy Storm, we had Raigeki, we had, an Armed Wing, that obviously helped, but let's just get into it. So Blackwing, starting off, we have only one Blizzard. I have two of this, but there isn't really a lot of value to get off this. Last season, I had Goyo Guardian and I had the Armed Wing, which is more important. I don't know if it's more important, but it's equally as important. So this time, at least we can bring back Kalut and go for like a magical android. So I guess there's like some play there. We could also just normal this, bring something back, and if we have like a Sirocco on the field, we can go into a Dark Strike Fighter or a Black Rose, or, you know, something like, I don't know why we'd go into a Black Rose. That doesn't make sense, but you get my point, right? There's at least tuner access with this. So having one of this, I think we can search it off Black Whirlwind. That seems fine. Then we have triple Bora. This card can just be special summon if we control Blackwing, and it does piercing, and this card can get to stratospheric heights in terms of attack with other cards. Gale is like the best card in here, except we only have one of it, sadly. It's not the fact that it's limited, we only pulled one. Otherwise, I'd play as many of this as possible. Kalut, our mascot from last episode, last season, of course, we've got this card. Kalut is just a monster. I mean, we can pump Bora up for massive piercing. We can just pump anything up in here that just isn't named Breaker or Dark Arm Dragon. Shure is fantastic because it's big and also just gets us more things from the deck. Sirocco is just a normal summon if our opponent controls a monster and can pump any of our Blackwings up to make sure Shure can hit over to get the special, or Bora can get in for massive piercing. So then we have Dark Arm Dragon, which I didn't have access to in my previous Blackwing deck. So this is awesome. We have a big bomb we can drop as well. And then we also have Breaker. So Breaker may seem a bit weird in a deck that has a bunch of normal summons, but at the same time, we're sort of missing a rest of the monsters in this deck because I'm not playing more than one Blizzard. I don't have multiple Gales. Otherwise, we'd have several more monsters in here. So I wanted to just have like one or two extra monsters just because I felt the monster count was a bit low. Yeah, we have Black Whirlwind, which when we summon a Blackwing with a normal summon, it can just get another one. But it just felt like the monster count was a bit low. So I threw a Breaker in here because he's big and he can pop back row, which can be relevant. So that's it for the monsters. The spells, we have the triple Black Whirlwind, the triple Book of Moon. Book of Moon is extremely versatile in this deck, so I'm really happy to have this. This is at 3, which is fantastic. Just went to 3, I think, on the current list we are playing under. Braincon's in here as well as Trunade and Feather Duster. Triple My Body is a shield. This deck is going to be the aggressor in almost every single circumstance, and so I want to just have cards that protect my monsters to make sure that they aren't going anywhere. I know Gage has plenty of removal that he has access to, and so having this ensures that our Blackwings will stick, especially with Black Whirlwind. We want to keep the advantage train rolling. Then we have an MST, a Pot of Greed, Premature, and Snatch Steal. I mean, if we need more ways to get monsters, here they are. And then for the traps, in case Gage may want to play the Mirror, I'm proactively playing 2 Bottomless in the main deck because it's a way to stop like Bora and Shura and Sirocco, and that way it doesn't trigger Black Whirlwind, whereas something like Sakuretsu Armor is good and effectively still removes the monster, but the problem is it doesn't stop Black Whirlwind, and so that's what this is here for. If he ends up not playing a deck like this, then we can just side this out for something else depending on what else he's playing. I have Double Dust in here. This may seem weird because I already have Triple Icarus, I already have MST, I already have Feather Duster, I already have Trunade, but I want to just blow out all of his back row because for the most part, we should be winning combat in almost every circumstance. And so by having as many ways to deal with back row as humanly possible, that's just going to ensure that we're not going to lose to anything that he might have. And also we have Icarus attack, which we can use to deal with the monsters. Yeah, this can effectively be like a modal back row disruption or just a way to pop monsters. But again, if we can primarily focus on using this as monster removal and just let the back row removal do its thing, then I think that's more ideal. But obviously the flexibility is nice as well. And then we have one Ring of Destruction because it's Ring. There's no reason not to play it. May seem weird that I'm playing Torrential or Dark Hole in the main. I have them in the side, and that's because we never really want to give up board presence with this deck. And because of that, I want these in the side because if Gage is playing a very aggressive deck of his own, I'll probably bring these back in. If he's playing a more control-ish style deck, I don't really think there's a point to have these there, so we'll see how it goes. I have 2 DD Crows in here as well. The main reason for this is because it's more winged beasts we can play for something like Icarus, but it also disrupts the graveyard in case he wants to play something with Dad. So I figure having these in here isn't the worst. I've also got 2 Nobleman Extermination for even more back row removal depending on the circumstances, and if we want to be more aggressive instead of having to set the dusts, I have Pulling the Rug in here for in case he goes Monarch. I have Oppression in here because this deck can play Oppression just fine. I can normal summon most of these things and not go hyper aggressive, and that's okay because we have Kalut to protect our things. Saku's in here in case we need more removal that's more reactive, and then we have Threatening Roar in case we are playing the Mirror. This is not bad because if he goes Icarus to pop our back row, we can chain the Threatening Roar, and then he can't attack us, we can possibly take the board back from that position. So I like having this in here. I'm excited. I can't wait to see how this one goes. This is going to be an explosive way to bring the Blackwings back into the progression series. So let's not make you guys wait any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Well, Gage, the time has finally arrived. Your worst nightmare in the progression series has resurfaced once again. Tell me, Raging Battle, how you feeling?
Dude, this set, I was just telling you, it's insane, bro. Just opening this set once again, like, you realize a lot of the rares, a lot of the commons, and all the holos and stuff, you're like, this was in this set. Like, this set is, it's just that good, bro. Cards like Deep Sea Diva, cards like all the Blackwings, of course. The really good ones are in this set, including Whirlwind, Kalut, Shure, the whole gang, bro. This set is outstanding.
But then you also have 1-for-1, you have Snowman Eater. Like, I mean, the list just goes on, especially for low rarity. I feel like it's rare a set like this late into the game has that many good cards at common and rare. Like, imagine if they released Blackwings, and I guess they technically did release Blackwings in 2022, but you know what I mean. They would have never made these cards like commons and rares back in the day. Like, they would have easily made these like ultras and secrets for how good they are, relatively speaking.
And then you look at the secret rares of the set, you're like, oh, there's Sphere of Chaos. That's crazy.
hey, don't make fun of me. I pulled that.
Yeah, nice. You played it back in Monarchs, I'm sure.
Hell yeah. Hey, there was a time that card did get bought out when the Monarch hype was around, but yeah, the card's not great. In any case, I'm excited. I think this is going to be a banger of an episode. I mean, all of these last episodes have been fantastic. I mean, I think just the way the series has been going lately, I think people have been thoroughly enjoying it. And so I don't think there's much more to say, buddy. Let's get into it. Shout the Patreon. It's how many Yugi tubers can go along with Cimoooooooo's crazy antics. Thank you for the support.
How many series were you up to at one point? You had like 5 going on.
I was up to 6,
Jeez.
And then I went down to 4, and now we're back to 5. So we kind of just like fluctuate all over the place.
Gotta see who else you can call up on the roster, you know?
Yeah, evidently. It looks like you're gonna have to call up someone to help you with rock, paper, scissors, buddy, because I won. The problem is, damn, like, going second, I don't know.
Now it's a decision. I mean, we've been doing it for what, almost 40 plus episodes this series, and I don't think it's ever been a second thought for you.
But now, it's interesting. I think let's stay the course.
I respect it. Respectable decision.
We'll see if this is a decision I regret. And looking at my hand, I think it's okay. All right, let's see what you got, buddy.
We'll see how you do, Duelist, okay? I'll go standby phase into the main phase. Best of luck. All right, I'll start it off nice and slow, bro. I'll hit you with the set, and I'll hit you with the pass, man. Go ahead.
That is nice and slow. Interesting. Okay, that's a nice one off the top here. I'll go ahead and go to main phase 1. Buddy... It's time!
I expected it, man. If I didn't see a Kalut this episode, I was going to get angry, bro.
All right, let's get the trigger here on the Black Whirlwind, if that's fine.
Yes, Whirlwind's fine.
And speaking of Kalut, let's go ahead and pick one up for ourselves, shall we?
You can grab one.
All right, now, I don't know what you have set. I don't know if I honestly care, if I'm being honest. So let's just go to battle. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's attack.
You already got me looking, Alex. You got me looking like a fool this episode, bro. I'm taking 17 from this Bora.
Take that 1700. Yeah, okay. That's going to be a nice, easy way to kill you this game. That's awesome. All right, so second main, then I have to decide what I want to do next. I think I'm just going to go ahead and set one. I think I'm probably okay with just the one. I'll just pass.
Okay, I will draw. Stand by main. I mean, that's honestly the best draw off the top of my deck. That's crazy. All right, well, Flyer, I'm going to go Tribute the Fool for... I even got to shuffle my hand, bro. It was the top card. Mobius, the Frost Monarch.
Not bad.
Frost Monarch going to get in and pop those two.
And I'm going to take out the Frost Monarch while I'm at it.
That's fine. I'll take that. No problem. At least I get rid of the Whirlwind.
You do.
All right. I will set one to the back row, and I will pass it to you, buddy.
Okay. Let's draw. Not what I like to see, but let's think if there's anything we could do here. Oh, I am so close to killing you. So close to killing you.
Dude, it's turn 3. Stop.
I'm so close to killing you. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's just not enough. Let's just pin you for the 17 again.
Yep, I'll take it.
Then we'll go second main here. Let's go ahead and throw down 1, 2, and I think that's it. Go ahead.
Okay, I will draw. Standby phase, main phase.
Sure.
Okay, I know you have Kalut in hand. And these two...
It's a lot less good when you know about it.
Yeah, right? These two back row are not going to be a problem. I'll Feather Duster them away.
I had a feeling you had Feather Duster, and so I'm happy I didn't go all in on this. So I have a Dust for your back row.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's going to resolve. That's rough, but sure.
Sure. Torrential. All right. The other one was a Bottomless.
Okay. 2 Bottomless. You were on the full set of Bottomless probably this episode.
I was.
Okay, so you got Kalut. And the thing that scares me, Alex, is you're literally saying, I can't believe I can't kill you this turn. Like, what's stopping?
I mean, it's Blackwing. Usually you can kill them pretty quickly.
I'm like, what's stopping you from next turn doing that, huh? Like, I'm scared.
It's not helping you that this Bora has piercing.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, I can't really set up another full.
I mean, you could.
You did say you didn't commit more to the back row. Is there something else you have? What would you not play immediately? You wouldn't play another Whirlwind if you had it, because you didn't summon anything. That also brings up another point, too. If you don't play Whirlwind, you probably didn't pull a Blizzard, because I feel like that would be pretty free to grab. What am I losing to if I do this? Shure?
Everything.
Everything. It's just... I don't think I'll lose this next turn if I just pass it to you. I'm going to do that. Go ahead.
Really? Okay, I'll draw. Special Gale.
Yeah. Damn. Now I lose to double Caloot.
13.
Yeah.
17.
Do you have double Caloot?
I'll drop a Caloot.
I'll take the one.
I do not have the double Caloot.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
I have something much worse for you. Dark Strike Fighter!
I forgot about the strike! Yeah! Oh my god!
Burn him, baby! Burn him!
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be mad at that one. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, no, I forgot about your Strike Fighter. Oh,
yes,
god.
and this is pre-errata Strike Fighter, too. You see it says main phase 1. The oldest version, which is what we're playing with, did not have that restriction.
Any phase, bro. That's crazy.
Yes,
Yep.
any phase.
Damn, all right, game 2. Alex, I had a billion things running through my mind of what it could have been. Like, the double Caloot, I was already seeing flashbacks, but the one thing I didn't expect was the Dark Strike Fighter. I saw you had that in your extra deck for the longest time, and I'm like, he has yet to abuse it. That is surprising. But you didn't need to abuse it. It just happened to win you the game quite easily.
It just happened to work. Yeah. If it's a cowboy, it's a cowboy.
Yeah,
yep.
I definitely had some plays. I'm gonna be thinking about that one for the next few days here. But I have to focus on the next game here, so I am going to opt to go second.
Okay.
We'll let you go first with your Blackwing strategy, duelist.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. And, you were the one saying off camera before we started, this is going to be the quickest 2-0, so the way things are going, it's probably going to be correct.
I did not expect it to go this way. Let me expect it to go my favor.
And thanks for letting me go first, buddy.
Yeah.
Black Whirlwind, normal the Bora.
Yeah, seems standard, yep.
Let's go ahead and get ourselves, what do we want here? I think we'll just get Caloot. He was so good for me last episode.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Last game, not even last episode. Yeah, he's not bad. We'll just set one and pass. Go ahead.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I'm going to Feather Duster the 2 here.
Feather Duster again. I gotta be honest, I don't like you having this card. It was Icarus.
Bro, it's like the Disc Commander. It's magnetized to my hand. You get Disc Commander every game, I get Duster. It's only fair.
I think you getting Duster every game is a lot better than me getting Disc Commander, but that's just my take on it.
I'll set a card, and I'll follow it up with 1-2, and I'll pass it to you.
Oh, man, that Icarus attack would have been nasty.
It would have, yeah. It would have wiped me out, bro.
Let's just go to battle. Let's try to hit.
It just doesn't stack up well, bro. I take the 17, yep.
All right, second main. Let me think. So last time you, sacked for Mobius? That was kind of annoying. You have to kill this Bora somehow. I'll throw one down. Go ahead.
Okay, what am I getting blown out by? I'm going to... If that's an Icarus attack, it's going to be huge here. I am going to MST it.
It's my body.
I don't know if that was worth it.
You don't sound too happy about that.
I do not know if that was worth it yet. I'll go standby into main.
Sure.
Bro, I'm already like, Caloot, man. I already know you have it, and I'm like, wow, that really is difficult to get around. Like,
and you know I only have one.
Yeah. Oh, don't remind me. Oh my god.
And the worst part is, this fool is not good for the current position you're in.
He's not, man. He
if it was like Shura's fine, right? Who cares?
I'm getting fucking pummeled. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna summon DD Survivor.
Sure. Okay.
And then I'm going to set a back row.
Okay.
I'm like thinking, do I just cram it in there and take the Caloot, bro? Like, there's at least half of this episode is just gonna be me in distress. I
think that's why people watch this series. Though.
Yeah, I am gonna go battle phase. I'm gonna force out this Caloot.
All right, damage step.
Yep.
Here he comes.
Okay, so you gain 14. You're up to 31. So I'm gonna
take 13.
13. That's so tough, bro. And this fool just literally does fucking nothing. I'll just pass. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. 17, we'll drill him.
Yep, that's fine.
Second main, I got another one. Go ahead.
Draw. That's
literally Bora beatdown.
That's a really big one. Standby main. Tribute the Fool for Caius the Shadow Monarch.
Ooh, okay.
He's tough. Caius I'll banish the Bora.
That's fine.
And I get another 1,000 off your life points too, Bozo.
You do. It's a dark.
That's huge. Okay, so I haven't seen Sakuretsu armor. This is the first time I've had board all game. I haven't seen Saku out of you. I've already pierced through one Icarus attack. We'll test for Saku. I'll go battle phase 24.
We'll book him.
Oh, it's not at all what I thought it was, but that's fine. Okay, so I'll set Caius, and then I'll just go to the end phase. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Let's go normal Sirocco.
I will activate Bottomless Trapple.
Yuck. That is fine.
Cool.
Then I will pass. Over to you, my friend.
Nice. Nice, easy game now. Stand by into the main. I'll reflip up the Caius.
There he is.
Battle 24.
Not ideal, but I'll take it.
Yep. Main 2, I'll set 2 this time.
Gross.
Back to you.
We'll draw. I will set one and throw it to you.
Exciting. Draw. Ooh, my best draw. Look at me. Cheesing like the green, bro.
Oh, my God.
I'll take a fresh new lease on life here. I'll activate a reinforcement of the army.
Sure.
Off of Rhoda, I will pick up, not too many options, but I'll pick up a DD Survivor.
Not bad.
What could your face down be? It might be just a Blackwing that you're shot blocking with. Best case scenario, it's like Sangan. You don't have Witch. You've never had Witch. So I don't
never had Witch, and I never will.
I think let's just stick the Survivor. Let's get going. I'll pair it up with Macro, and we'll go battle.
Yuck.
2-turn clock if I put you on Caius. This has got to be bigger than this. Okay, so I'll go this.
Was Sirocco.
Okay, nice. And then I'll go 24.
Take it.
Cool. Your move?
I'll draw. Looks like that's just a little too late. You got it, my friend.
Nice.
You
All right.
It.
Game 3. Game 3.
Yeah, so my problem that game was, you having Feather Duster didn't help, let's be honest. But I bricked on double Sirocco, and I was going first.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Not great.
That'll do it.
Sometimes that's just how it is. There could have been an argument to not even go for the Bora, but it seemed fine. Fine. But I'll be going second because I like that nice card draw. I think especially for my deck too, I want to be aggressive and have the battle phase, so I'm perfectly okay with it. So have fun with your 5 cards, buddy.
All right. Let's see what we're doing here. I'll go standby into the main.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna set 1. I'm gonna set 2. Yeah, that's it. All right. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Buddy, you know what's better than a 6-card hand? How about a 7-card hand?
Yeah, all right. It's only fair. I got it last time.
Yeah, you got it last game. And let me say I'm happy I have it this game because I think it's going to matter more here. Let's go ahead. No Black Whirlwind, but I do have the Sirocco for you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So I know you're on bottomless, so didn't have any bottomless to deal with this time. What else did I see out of you? I saw Macro because you're playing Macro Monarch or something. What else? Let's just go to battle.
Sure.
I'll hit.
All right, on attack declaration, I'll flip up Macro. And then
got a scout plane?
Yeah,
not
not the scout plane. Okay. It's the Survivor, but he'll get banished there.
Sure. That is perfectly okay with me. Second main. So Survivor is going to come back.
If you have a card that I'm thinking about that you might have, this already makes for some really, really integral decisions super early. I don't want to tell you what that card is because I don't want to give you an idea, but...
Any ideas?
Yeah, if it's anything that I think you would have here, this is going to be a good game.
I'm more so trying to think about how the next few turns of this are going to play out. I'm just going to throw one down. I'll throw it back.
Okay. All right, so during the end phase, Survivor triggers?
Correct.
And I will summon it back. Okay. Draw for turn. Do you have anything in the draw phase?
I wish I did.
Okay.
Drop off.
Standby phase, main phase.
Yeah.
All right. So this already cleans up a lot. Okay. So I will tribute the DD Survivor for Caius here.
Sure.
And then I'll target the Sirocco.
Chain Icarus.
That's what I thought it was. That's what.
We'll go after your 2.
You're so interesting. Yeah, that's why I asked in the draw phase. I thought for sure that's what that card was, and that would have been a huge swing if you popped Survivor Macro. So I'm glad I made it to main phase 1.
No, I think this is better because I get rid of your Caius, and I wasted your normal out of you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. At least I get back Survivor. Okay.
You do, but you only get him back one more time.
Yeah. So okay, so you pop these 2, that's fine.
Correct. And this gets banished because Macro has not left the field yet. That is important.
So does Caius get banished too? No.
No, because they're in the act of being destroyed, so no.
Okay, so I'll follow it up with a Dim Fizz.
Oh, great.
And then I'll go end phase, bring back Survivor.
Sure.
All right, go ahead.
Fine by me. I'll draw. Stand by anything? I guess I should ask.
No, I don't have anything in standby. You're fine.
All right, Bane. I got another Soroka.
Nice. Yep.
I mean, I could just attack the survivor. It's funny. He just comes back, so it's not like it actually accomplishes anything. Sure. I'll get him for the damage. May as well.
I'll take it. 200, and then he'll get banished.
Yes, he will. Second main. You get survivor back. Does that actually accomplish anything? Not particularly. It's kind of annoying, if anything. Let's go. Interesting. You're like pretty low resource right now. I'll go set 1, set 2, and I'll throw it back.
Okay. I will draw.
End phase, your survivor comes back.
Oh, yes.
sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not misrepresenting the game state here.
Stand by main. I'll just shift the survivor to defense. I already don't want to be playing defensively, but it's what I gotta do. I'll pass. Go ahead.
I mean, he's... I was about to say something until I saw my draw. We'll play the card you've played on me 2 games already.
Fuck off, man.
Okay, you're complaining. You feather dusted me 2 games.
All right. I guess I'll chain Chalice, and I'll target the survivor.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, baby. All right.
Got a Chalice, though, at a Raging Battle.
I did,
That's pretty
yes.
sick.
Pretty nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so that's gone, which means your survivor is not long for this Earth. So we'll go to battle. Let's just hit in.
Yep, he's not coming back.
I'll go to main 2, and I will throw another one down. Over to you.
Draw. Stand by main. Soul Exchange.
Yikes. That's pretty good. You tributing?
I am. I will tribute your guy for Mobius the Frost Monarch.
Pulling the rug.
Damn! What if I was not going to activate the effect? What have you done? You didn't even give me the, you didn't even give me the chance.
Whatever.
Yeah. Your move.
Okay, we'll draw. Well, I need monsters to kill you, and sadly, I am not getting any monsters. I will...
Good news for me, I'll say.
Guess I'll throw one down. Throw it back.
Draw. Same kind of deal. Go ahead, bud.
Oh, that's a good one. Breaker.
I mean, I kind of have to, yeah.
I'll my body this.
Yeah, you really want to keep the breaker. Okay.
1900 breaker. He's huge.
Yep, I'll take the breaker. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Draw. Stand by main. I'm getting cooked here.
I can pop another one of your macros now.
Yeah, right. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw. All right. 19.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw.
I feel like Yugi in the anime when he's just hitting Weevil with breaker like every turn right now.
I guess on the bright side, okay? My only hope is you've said for the last few turns you haven't drawn monsters. And this is Breaker. It's the first monster you've drawn in a minute. You don't have Clue. You'd have to draw... Nothing kills me next turn. But it does put me in a point where I can't play. I have to make this play. This doesn't feel like the right play, but I have to. I'm going to Brain Con the Breaker.
I'm going to think about this. You're going to Brain Con Breaker. What are you going to do with this? Pop one of my back row? I feel like if you had a Monarch, you would have just shotgunned this. So, like, to me, I feel like you're brain conning this to take it to waste the counter to set a card so that I can't pop it with Breaker. I mean, you could have a Monarch, but, like, I feel like you would have made this play a lot faster if you did. Unless you're just worried about whatever potentially you could lose to. Yeah, all right, you can have him.
All right, I did not expect to be able to take him with all that thinking. Breaker, I'll pop this one.
Bottomless. Sure.
16.
Yeah, that's fine.
2, I will set 1, I will set 2, and I'll pass. And then you can have your Breaker back.
This is what I was expecting to happen. The question is, what are you trying to protect? What gets you out of this? Torrential's gone. Could just have like a sack or something? Normal Shura.
Bottomless. If you have my body, I lose the game.
Don't have my body. I do have a book, though.
Book's fine. That's fine.
So I'll set it.
Okay.
This makes sense now. Okay. I see why you did this. 16.
Yep.
Second man, I've got a back row.
Mm-hmm. And then this means everything. If I don't draw anything playable, I lose. I mean, that's playable. That's definitely playable. This back row might be a wrap. I'm gonna take your Breaker.
Sure.
Dope. Battle. Sure.
Icarus.
That's what I thought it was.
Hop, hop.
That's like auto loss right there. I lose. Yep, you got it.
Oh, the Black Wings are back, baby.
I can't believe it.
Jesus.
Yeah. I thought I
Wow.
could. Man, at the very end there, like you at the end, I think you realized the play. Like my only chance of living was to force this Breaker pop out so I could stick the Bottomless. and like contest your next summon, because otherwise I'm losing to any summon. And like from there I had instant fusion set. I'm just like, I have to draw into a Monarch, and if I can do that, like I can stick something and maybe win. I can't beat this other Ingress attack though. What do you got in here?
Yeah, so I did have a clue.
Nice, yeah.
So Shure actually by itself could have killed you last turn, which is funny. And then I just had Dark Hole, which never came up this game at all because I just had everything under control. It was just like rotting in my hand the whole game. But so what was the logic for this? I mean, like I see you're playing like a macro Monarch sort of deck. Yeah. So what was your thinking?
So I'm gonna be honest. When I first like was opening today, I was like, I'm gonna go for a Blackwing strat because like my Blackwing pool is pretty good, and I was like, they're really easy to get the lower end ones, so like I can build a good deck out of it. I got the opening today, Alex, and I opened one Shure. I got all the other Blackwings, but I got one Shure. I was like, how? But like the thing was, and I was like, I came in today, I was like, if I don't get all my Blackwings, I can just re-roll it and pretty much have a guarantee the second time around, right?
Okay.
But my pulls for the first one were so good, Alex, that I was like, I can't re-roll it. I pulled Power Toll Dragon in the first pack, Ghost Rare.
Okay.
And then I pulled double Forbidden Chalice. And like, I pulled like Deep Sea Diva. I pulled a whole bunch of good stuff. There were some things that I ended up missing, but like the double Chalice and the Power Toll in the start, I was like, that's too good to pass it up on.
Double Chalice is nuts. Yeah. And Chalice is like generically good for the rest of the series. Like Blackwings are eventually going to fade away. Chalice is crazy. Chalice is such a strong card.
Yeah, so I was going to come in with like a Blackwing strat. It was going to be like an anti-Blackwing kind of Blackwing strat. You get me? One of the whole things that was that came up in my chat, somebody said like Soul Exchange. Like if I Soul Exchange, I can actually activate Icarus attack and tribute one of your dudes. Like I can tribute one of your wing beasts to pop two on your side of the field.
That's so cool.
I was like, that's kind of tough. And then like it was just playing essentially like a Sirocco control because Sirocco gains the attack of your Blackwings too.
Yeah, of course.
So it was going to be something focusing more around there. But not getting the 3 Shure, I was like, man, maybe I just try to go for this like macro DeFi strat, which kind of bumps Kalut, but it doesn't do enough against this. I couldn't stick enough.
If it makes you feel better, in Sealed Showdown when we did the Raging Battle episode, both Robert and I only pulled 1 Shure. So it's not like impossible for that to happen.
Cursed, bro. That's so cursed, man.
Yeah. Thankfully, I wasn't cursed and I got my playset. So
good
I was
for
fine.
you. Expected. Did you get playsets of everything? You get the clean sweep?
No, I only got so I got 2 Blizzards, which is pretty good. But the problem is I didn't get Armed Wing. I didn't get Armed Wing though.
That's okay though. You got 2 Blizzard. That's solid.
Well, there's the really. So I was thinking about this. Season 1, the fact I had Armed Wing and I had Goyo Guardian, I actually had some good targets for Blizzard. So this time around, I didn't really have that many. The only real target I have like off of a Blizzard is honestly to go for like Magical Android, which is fine. It's not like great, but it's okay, right? It's not as impactful as an Armed Wing or a Goyo though. But so, and it's funny, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I was running out of, I did not have monsters to summon because my deck only had like 16 or 17 monsters in it.
Yeah.
Because typically, if you play a Blackwing deck that's like fully stacked, you have enough that you're going to not really run into that issue. I only have 1 Gale. I only opted to play the 1 Blizzard. I had Dad in here. I sided it out because I saw you were on the macro shit. So I'm like, I'm never summoning this. And I threw Breaker in as well. So like my monster count was actually relatively low. And I'm like, I have a feeling I'm going to run out of monsters, or I'm not going to be drawing monsters as much as I would like to be. And that issue came up both this game and when I double bricked the Sirocco, I wasn't drawing anything else either. So it was an issue, but obviously it was enough that I didn't have to worry about it. I also got like 3 copies of 1-for-1, which is kind of sick.
Why you got 3? I got none of those, bro. Give me some of them. What do you mean you got 3? You're so casual about it too. That card's insane.
But it's going to go to 1 like in like a list or 2, so it's not like it's like that great.
You should try to do some shenanigans, bro. Bring out Magical Scientist. You got some.
Yeah. There's definitely things we can do with it. There's what else? I got the Sphere of Chaos. I told you.
Nice.
I was upset because I pulled 2 supers that were the same super. It was like the Kawaki Miru one.
Nice.
So I was like, damn, I could have had 2 Armed Wings, but no, I have Kawaki Miru Valafar. Fantastic.
That reminds me,
I'm never
bro.
Gonna use this fucking
Junior
card.
Journey shout out, by the way, Valafar's. But that reminds me of what did I get? I got even more good stuff. I got a Quackimero Drago in the Ultra Rare slot.
Oh, that's
too.
sick.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I got really lucky.
Your holo pulls were nuts.
Yeah, and that's why I was so tunnel visioned on like not redoing it, right? Because I got so good with like the holo pulls. I didn't get. There's a couple rares that I didn't get though. Like you were pointing out, like 1-for-1. I really wanted a copy of 1-for-1. I just didn't get it. But it gets reprinted. It gets reprinted. I don't think so. That's fine. The other card was Snowman Eater. I actually wanted a Snowman Eater or two, but I didn't get any of those either.
I didn't get any of those either, and I was kind of disappointed. I didn't get Diva, if it makes you feel
Oh, okay.
better,
I got
like,
one
Diva's
Diva.
pretty
I got
good.
one Diva.
Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't get a single copy. But, I mean, again, just the cards we're talking about, most of the best cards in the set are common and rare, which is great. But, yeah, I just tried to run the Blackwings back as best as I could, and thankfully I had, like, pulling the rug and stuff in the side. I'm like, is he going to really play Monarch? But I know it's one of the best decks you can play, and I know you're itching to play your Caiuses, so
yeah, I had
a feeling.
I was really looking at that. The one card I was terrified of, and it overperformed, bro. Like I said, Icarus Attack. That's the one card that's just, it's backbreaking when you resolve it. It clears back row, clears like threats and everything. It's so good.
Yeah. And then you can rest easy. The wheel for this week was pretty forgiving for you. I explained to them how we decided the wild cards worked with Gold Series. So I got a super rare wild card, which equated to a common from Gold Series. Yep. So I picked up a third warrior elimination just for you because I thought you'd appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's going to get some good utility later, I'm sure.
But the plan all came together because I was looking to win this episode because now I actually have a shot to roll for the Armed Wing potentially to just, strengthen this deck even further. I don't even know if I would go for it because depending on which slice of the wheel I spin, like if I get an ultra rare, I think I'd rather take Chalice, honestly,
for sure,
than like an Armed Wing. Yeah, because it's going to have way more longevity. But it's going to be weird playing this deck without Armed Wing just because it is so powerful in a lot of instances, and it's just big, too. But we'll see how it goes. The Blackwings are back. I don't think they're going to be going anywhere anytime soon. What I'm nervous for is that you're also on the cusp of a banning. So if I win one more episode, then you could just do what I did to Geyserus, and my good old mascot may not be lasting too long in our format.
Ban Icarus Attack, everything's manageable from there.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shout1317, Tim00x3, Moto, MBT Play Medolce, Cameron Smith, Pony Stark Part 2, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Phoenix the Immortal, I Ship MBT and Simo, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, Valen Jackson, Dylan Hunter, Cody, Brett's Extremely Vulgar Man, Little Fadeleaf, Brody Eastwood, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, Indian Taisho, TC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Max, Matthew Brady, Twinkle Muncher, Eater of Crayons, Luabon, Yodabon, Helios 515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Simping for Simo, Cheeks McLapperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Dalton, LGMBTQ, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnels, Wonder Waffle, Skull Servant and the Wandering Doomed or Boyfriends, MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon, All Yus, Unis the Bus, The Undertaker versus Simo and MBT, Shrugs X, The Crystal Beast Enthusiast, ITF, and Corvain. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.